Good morning, everybody. We're taking a look today at 1 Samuel chapter 6, and it's a little bit more about the Philistines and the Ark of God. And you know, remember we talked about yesterday how the Ark of God was getting the Philistines sick with tumors and stuff like that. And, you know, here we see today in chapter 6 that the Philistines are like, no, we don't want this thing anymore. How do we get rid of it? So they get some of their... what do they call them? They get some of their people together, some of their diviners together, and they say, hey, listen, this is what you do. Return the ark, but return it with an offering inside. So they go ahead and they do that. And what they do is they take these two calves that have never been yoked before, never been worked before. They take these two cows and they attach a cart to it and put the ark on the cart. And they say, hey, listen, when we do this, if they just go up the road and go all the way to Beth Shemesh, then this is of God. But if they don't, it's not. This is of the God of Israel, they're saying. So what happens is they do that. And the cows, they head straight to Beth Shemesh, which is a place for Israel. It's an Israel land. And so the cows do. And this is just I mean, cool. If you're one of the people in Beth Shemesh where you look up and you're sitting there working your harvest, and you look up and you see the Ark of the Covenant coming towards you. And not only do you see the Ark of the Covenant coming towards you, but there's two cows bringing it to you, and there's no people. There's no people around, and there's just two cows bringing the Ark to you. And you know that you lost it in a fight. You know that your enemy has slaughtered you and took it from you. Yet here it is, you see two cows just bringing it to you. And imagine the joy going through the people's minds and everything. And you know, not only is the ark being returned, but it's being returned with an offering. The two cows with an offering. So we see it says in verse 13, now the people of Beth Shemesh were reaping their harvest in the valley, and they lifted their eyes and saw the ark and rejoiced to see it. Then the cart came into the field of Joshua with Beth Shemesh and stood there. A large stone was there. So they split the wood of the cart and offered the cows as a burnt offering to the Lord. So they look up their eyes, and not only is the ark coming, but here comes... the Lord provides a burnt offering for them as well. Now, the Israelites do something stupid and look inside of it, and they see all the gold and stuff that the Philistines have put in there. So, of course, if we're looking, we cannot behold the glory of God like that, not in its totality. And so there's 50,000 and some odd people die. But what I really wanted to look at is the glory of God will come in our lives in a measure that we can handle, and it will come with its own provisions. Okay, the Holy Spirit, when it comes into your life, when the Holy Spirit, when you begin to get filled with the Holy Spirit and the gifts and the fruits of His Spirit, they all come along with it. And we need the fruits of the Spirit, fruits grow, fruits mature. We need to be practicing those fruits of the Spirit. We need it, and the gifts of the Spirit, we need to be practicing those so that they mature in us. You see, when the Holy Spirit comes upon us and He gives us these gifts, He gives us everything we need, as we saw right here. He gives us everything that we need. And we need to trust Him in it. And we need to use those gifts. Okay, whether you're called to be a great leader or you're called to be a janitor, it's in the eyes of God, it's all the same, and He gives you a gift for it. You see, when we get to heaven, God's going to look at our lives and compare that to what we are designed to do. Okay, if we are designed to be a floor sweeper or designed to preach to millions, in His eyes, it's the same. Were you obedient? And He does not hold back His gifts if we ask for Him. The Bible says of those who need wisdom, ask Him for wisdom and He will give it. If you need patience, ask Him for patience and He will teach you patience. He gives us everything we need. It is supplied through His Holy Spirit. If we would just get after Him. If we would just get after what it is he really wants us to do. If we would just get after it. You know, let me speak and let me testify for just a moment. You know, he told me a long time ago, the first time I ever taught a lesson, he told me I was called to teach. And since that day, he has always provided for me. I have gone many times when I'm going to teach a lesson, many times I have shown up, got ready to teach my lesson, shown up, and I had nothing to teach on. But when I opened my mouth, the words of the Lord came out. He has given it to me. Whether it looks like he has or he hasn't, he has given you everything you need to win in life and to fulfill his purposes for you. So please search him, search his spirit, search his scriptures. If you do not have a promise from God as to what your life is to be, search for that promise. Search him. He has a plan and a purpose to be fulfilled in you. Have a super, super day. I love you all, guys.